Sanctity gets the kill. Double Starstorm onto him. They're trying for a return, and it is gonna be a kill for Jokam as Ace gets a little bit too close. And the biggest gun here brought in by OE doesn't have the mana for the Scatter Blast, and he wants one more hit. It will be coming in. The extra armor from the tower just not enough. Yeah, I think Slark got a really good time out of the laning phase. He actually won his lane, right? Probably definitely the only core on the side of IHC. They did that. That's a little bit too deep from the Snapfire. The question is, do you have enough damage getting him into the fire? He will eventually fall. One more hit, and there it is. Sanctity, no high ground miss for him. Yep, that's pretty big. First they killed the Snapfire in the mid lane. Now they killed the Mirana in the bottom lane. The tower will fall as well, from what it seems, as I think you went a little bit too far there on the Timber, and Sanctity comes over. That's a lot of damage with the Stolen Whirling Death.
Not only you're getting a spell for yourself, but you're slowing them down, and I think this is amazing, as they will find Ace, I think, with the kisses. No, he actually moves forward.
Yep. Dies like a true man. Shows how it's done. They will be getting themselves on top of Varish, who's dropping low and finally will fall to the Fate Bolters. Finally, they have caught the Rubik, but here comes the big guy this time around. Not just to say hello and to congratulate his teammates, but to actually help them in this fight. He will be protecting Sanctity not for long, as he gets taken down by DB, who is now trying to leave under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow. But the rest of IHC, they do want some redemption for their fallen comrades. I mean, yeah, the Underlord is farmed, but the Slark doesn't usually have this good of a time, as they have found the Snapfire. They lift her up in the air, and after that she will be put into the ground. So definitely changing altitudes there a little bit too fast. So yeah, more than 1,000 damage between the two spells. Unfair for some of the Army Geniuses here. As IHC will go for a smoke here, and it seems that Army Geniuses did see it, but the thing is they can't do anything about it, as the Blink Lasso is there, and the Slark now with an Aghanim Scepter is gonna be pouncing forward, and he wants the Mirana. Usually it's the cats that do the pouncing, but here the fishes, they're the ones that are gonna be counting as 11. Does come over, but the tower will protect Army Geniuses for now.
Thought he was going to get a good angle there with a bit of Malice, but the Dusa does run to the other side, and that's another kill. I mean, this Slark is just having the time of his life. It's been a while since I've seen a Slark have that good of a game, and I mean, Run is out of leaps.
Yep, and Slark is not going to be out of pounces in a second, but the Pit of Malice is going to be enough. But there is going to be them sleeping on the jump, and bam! The ground beneath them does break. Doesn't kill any of them, but it does make a line just strong enough to protect Jokam, as they get the connection on the arrow, and Sanctity now will die. Overstaying his welcome. He's not going to be protected by any of his teammates.
It could be what he has in mind as Jokam. Gotta be careful.
He's gonna leap away
3
3
leaps being
times.
used, and he's still
dead. Not that good at jumping, it seems. Deer Splitter this time around. It will connect as well onto 3 heroes. But again, the damage is not sufficient. We talked about the Army Geniuses and their damage, but they just cannot commit with all of their heroes.
You need to, like, I think, slowly build up your advantage, rather than maybe take too big of a leap trying to, you know, force Roche or something like that.
Speaking of leaps, Jokam is going to be needing a lot of those to get out. Okay, one of them gets him to the high ground. He'll be fine. 4-3. He's forced to use the ulti, but from the other side, a bit of Malice is there, as Jokam is taking a lot of damage, and he will finally fall. The Fate Bolt is there, coming closer, but the Slark, he has to be very careful. He did have the shard there to protect him, and will be able to pounce away, as he can heal up with the passive of the Shadow Dances. Army Genius is still trying to run away. Medusa at half of her mana, and she's gonna be fed a cookie, but is it the last meal for her, as 4-3 is still going forward? He doesn't have his ulti, half HP, so has to be somewhat careful, and the Pit of Malice misses. They're still thinking about the chase, but will finally stop. As you were talking about a butterfly, there was a beautiful one there, on a critter on the screen. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it, but the viewers definitely have, as Timber saw. He caught a glimpse of how it would be to be alive, but not gonna be alive any longer. There's gonna be a good arrow, but it's only a support, and the Slark is just going into the Shadow Dance, slaughtering everybody, shanking them to death. Jokam is taking a lot of damage there from the Underlord. His right clicks, they do hurt, and this is gonna leave the Medusa all alone. No Stone Gaze any longer, and the way that you kill the snake is that you cut its heads off. Give me that Rampage. He wants it now, and he will get it by jumping onto the Mirana. He is gonna be the Predator. you are gonna be getting a free fight, because I do not
Yeah.
see Army Geniuses winning an engagement right now. But they might get Ace, who is playing around with a Shadow Amulet, and he's gonna be whipped. That means that he's gonna be super fast. Look at how fast he's flapping those wings, and he will get himself away. But still, he's surrounded by so many enemies, hoping to get onto the high ground, but no Force Staffs will be used, as now IHC are mad and they want some blood. Yeah, he's scared.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, that's the problem. Like, technically, if this Elder Titan is close to the Slark, you can actually take all of that armor out. All of that agility doesn't matter defensively. But he can't really man up, as they will find the Snapfire here.
Well, Arrow did connect onto the Slark. He's not going to be doing that much damage. DB pops, the BKB goes on to set. This time around, they will be bringing down the Batrider. Both of the supports of IHC are dead, as the Skywrath Mage will be coming back soon. But DB already lost his life. 4-2-3, standing his ground, and finally he knows that with the Aegis, even if he dies, it's not going to be that big of a deal. The Arrow connects again. That's the second one in this fight. As 4-2-3, he has lost all of his mana, but he has just enough to bounce again onto the Mirana. He jumps in. The Mirana will not be jumping out.
Yeah, not even close. The only reason they were able to get the Batrider and escape with Medusa was the fact that, you know, at the end of the day, Slark got stunned for a pretty decent duration, but yeah, never mind. Medusa just died. It's looking insanely hard.
I'd say it's looking pretty impossible, because Army Geniuses, they lost their timing. Maybe if the Snapfire gets super strong at some point, but it's not looking great, as Rubik does have the stolen stomp, and he's just putting his enemies to sleep. DB, poor guy. That was pretty fun.
I hope it's not bugged here, but it, you know, it's still
Might
gonna
be.
be a very hard fight for Army Geniuses as they get the lasso.
Yeah, they're going for Yowie, who's trying to get away. The Moonlight Shadow protecting him. He did have the Shadow Blade, but 4-2-3 doesn't see this as a problem. He will be slept up, sleeping on the job there as the Slark. He just doesn't care, because it doesn't matter. He can take a nap while he's murdering all of you. As DB comes back from the land of the dead just to get silenced up, not able to use all of his spells.
I mean, this Medusa has minus 57 damage right now against the Crimson Guard. This is just not gonna work.
Yeah, they're going through his mana, taking a lot of it, but the Arrow does connect on the Slark. Maybe this is something that can save the Medusa, but he's just not moving. He's slept up. Second, he has to pop the BKB to live, but he will, just because of the Slark is going in fearlessly. Having that Aegis gives him all the freedom in the world, and he's gonna be getting on top of the Medusa. He wants to take away the lives, the freedom of Army Geniuses in this one, as the Stomp will connect, but the Slark purges it off immediately, so the only one sleeping is gonna be 11. I feel like you need just raw damage on the Medusa. It cannot be stats. Speaking about raw damage, this Rubik is going to be taking a ton of damage into his back after he does get slept into an arrow. So nice setup from the two supports, as Yowie, both of the mid laners do not really like living.
There's a world where, you know, the Medusa can hit, as long as there's no, you know, Underlord nearby, because all of the damage you lose, it's a lot of damage that you lose, basically.
I mean, this is stupid. He's just running forward. Like, how is this working? Usually in Dota, if you do this, if you run forward like a crazy man, you get punished, but they can't do anything about it. It will bring down the Snapfire and the Mirana. Imagine if Yowie does get to that level 25. Of course, he's only level 18, so we cannot really expect that to come in anytime soon, but it is still a possibility.
Steals the chakram. Oh, the Lasso's there!
Yep, just in time.
Yeah, it's gonna be barracks. Just a slow, steady siege. I mean, I can't even blame Army Geniuses. I look at their draft lane from behind. Oh, nice lasso there, the Aetherlands.
And the cooldown is just so low. The thing is, I talked about the Snapfire, level 25. The Bat is level 20. The Snapfire is level 18. So this is not just the gold issue. The experience is just way too big in favor of IHC at the moment as well.
For sure, as the level 14 ET tries to get the stomp, but perfect Dark Pact there.
Radiant's middle barracks are
Yeah, it's a pretty easy spell to Dark Pact off. Okay, give me a light at the end of the tunnel for Army Geniuses. What they're gonna be reincarnating in the second game? Is that what's up?
You just need 2 rampages on the Dusa, whilst the Snapfire doesn't die and get all the experience. So they're gonna get an Underlord. That's a big boy.
That's a really big boy. The Slark will jump out, not losing the Aegis just yet. Their splitter only splits the ground, but not the heads of IHC, for which it was intended, as they will be bailing out. Longer duration on the stuns from the Arcane Supremacy, do you?
No, you do. Stolen debuff and as you will find. Yeah, you don't get increase on your spells, but you get increase on stolen spells.
Oh, okay. So 4-3. He does finish off another one. That's going to be a double kill. Morana did buy back, but yeah, I think you said it perfectly. Will we see the next Roche? Probably not. The arrow does connect on 11. He doesn't really care. They will be jumping from the Rubik, taking some damage there from the right clicks, but even the level 20 of the Grandma won't be changing anything if she's dead. The Force Staff won't be saving him. He's dead for 100, and he will be dead until the next game, as the Medusa is trying to fight everybody. I have so many arrows, but we're gonna take them away. Those weapons will not be used to kill any of us, as IHC. They destroy Army Geniuses in this last fight of game number 1. We talked about Army Geniuses being the favorites. Will they be able to force out a game number 3, or will IHC dispose of the favorites easily?
Stick charges to an Undying, although he doesn't have a stick just yet, but I'm assuming it's coming, as they also killed the Venomancer again.
Yep, Seth does have his life, and the 4-3 has gotten so many stacks. Okay, Jokam, you want a little bit of this? He's gonna be jumping on him. Whoever gets close is gonna be destroying, planting trees. And the Slarky says thank you as he cuts it down. It's pretty normal to just steal some experience from your buddy.
Yeah, that's true. This is a hero that does soak up a lot. We saw that Slark actually getting level 6 before the Timber, and now it's the Venomancer that will die. Yeah, the right clicks there. Just not enough follow-up.
Yeah, that was a
TA.
Yeah, that was a very nice kill on the TA there with the Mortimer's Kisses. As the Slark is going forward, the Lion is in a lot of trouble. You get the stun onto the Slark, who doesn't have a pounce, and they see him clearly with the Thirst. He's bleeding, and he's probably going to be bleeding even more, as the pounce will be coming out in 10 seconds. He gets turned into a fish. Okay, so no changes there, and it is going to be the Lion dying there. They got destroyed whilst the Snapfire, she's doing really well. The Slark again turned into a fish, stunned up. He does have the stick charges, he does have a pounce. It looks like he'll be fine. He has his ulti as well. He is gonna have to pop it here if he wants to get out of the Thirst range, because they see him clearly. Okay, he will get enough HP to be fine. His Sanctity did rotate towards the top lane. Gale connects him to Jokam, but he has a really nice position there, so he will be protected for now. As 4-3 goes for the ulti, there will be a blood right. It will be stopping Sanity, and he jumps in before the silence does connect. That's just beautiful spell usage from all of them. IHC, they stand their ground. Slarky is bleeding, and Yo is coming over. Oh, what a kill. That was just beautiful. Placing down the trap, and with the side blade, didn't want to get close. And I'm really glad that here at One Explore that is brought to you by 1xBet, we are getting to see first South America, now Southeast Asia, because these regions are very well known for their for how well they use their spells. That's a beautiful cookie. Yeah, see, it's just beautiful how they do it. Then now the Venom ulti will spread onto Varish, who's taking a lot of damage as well. Little Shredder used for the Tombstone, so extra gold as well. As DB comes over, he wants to finish off Seth. Just like during the laning stage, he will be able to do so. Well, speaking about the Seeker, he is gonna be found right now. Uses the blood right over himself, but he's looking very much dead. You're not getting out of this one alive. As Jokim does come over, immediately Disruption will be there. Trap connects, Sanctity, slow down. Ace tries to run away. He's gonna be fingered. Now they put the Hex onto the Snapfire, and Varish comes from the other side. Sanctity going for a TP out with all of the stuns that the Lion has. It's not gonna be enough because they're gonna be on cooldown.
Yeah, I love this item. I think it kind of phased out after Sumail. Looked pretty good on it. Oh no, TA. We've seen this movie again and again and again and again. Soon to be Solar Crest. So really liking all of his item decisions as they find a Bloodseeker.
It's just looking easy for IHC. Army Geniuses are without a clue how to fight them at this moment. Okay, they will find the Snapfire, but he is taking a lot of damage. There is going to be Pavis there protecting him. He eats a cookie. That's going to be just enough for him to live. Just very, very easy for IHC to dodge everything.
Yeah, they just don't have a strong ganking squad. Usually if the TA had Deso and Blink, maybe the Lion alongside her would be enough. but not the case as DB. He's gonna get found and pulverized. I think they have the damage, maybe a Timber Chain away.
He's fast.
Oh,
He is
no.
pretty fast. But yeah, there are some faster people.
Poor guy, man, didn't do anything, and now you're making these
Dire's bottom
comparisons.
tower is under attack.
Guy just wants to cast some Dota, as we do see the Lion here. Okay, you're gonna find a Primo, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice kill. He's gone. The Chakram being pulled back is definitely going to be enough damage as DB gets himself another one. IHC, they've
Sapphire
lost to
goes back.
Sanctity. Okay, he's pretty fast, but he's not faster than the Timber, so he's going to be shooting. That's a big gun as Joken gets in with a blink, and the TA, her damage wasn't needed. IHC, another tier 2 is gone with only one outer tower remaining, and this is a nice
Look at
opening
this.
for a
The
potential
trap
tormentor.
revealing where they are.
Yep. Is it enough for a kill? Yeah, again he uses the side blades onto the traps and gets the kill. Yowie, he's very good. They're in a 4 versus 5 scenario. They want to pressure.
Right, on the breakthrough fraction charges, BKB being popped.
Is that a dead Primal Beast? Very dead. No, the disruption does come through, so he will be saved for now. 4-3, very deep. They're
Careful.
going onto the Timber Saw, not doing that much damage. It went a little bit too
The
deep,
shard.
and now you're in so much trouble there with the Mortimer's Kisses. He will run away. Says still alive. And there's gonna be an onslaught, but this Timber Saw is living through it all. Where are the trees for him to Timber Chain on? And there they're gonna be with the Cookie stunning him. And the Scatter Blast finishing him off. The offlaners are the only casualties of war currently.
Tier 3 tower HP. If you can either get the Aegis yourself, probably gonna be hard because, okay, Jokem. There is
way.
another pounce in 5.
Is he going
wanna
for
go there.
this? Okay. He is
Shadow
he's gonna
Blade
get out.
Sapphire though.
Again, the blink from the TA. He does have a BKB, but it doesn't matter. They have the pulverize. They're not gonna be TPing away. This is the turn that they need. It's gonna be a beautiful
Rabbit.
start from the Lion. It's still not enough.
Blink is not up for the Primal. It would be so good if he had it. He actually has a bot on his backpack for some reason. I'm not sure what's up with that.
The Hex, Jokem, he blinked to a space that he should not have. And there's going to be a Slark jumping in on him. Immediate buyback from the line. He needs to come back into the fight. Now the Seeker is standing his ground next to the Tombstone. He's just going to be smashed to the ground. And the Kisses are coming over as well, doing a massive amount of damage. The Tombstone is creating so many zombies, but it doesn't matter with a little Shredder. It's going to be shredded to pieces. All the zombies will die with it as well. And now Timber Saw, he will pop his BKB. That's going to be a beautiful stun from the Lion. Jokem has been doing some God's work on this Lion. Roche is gone, and it's a great thing to take away from the TA. Look at what Army Genius are doing. They're taking away the last outer tower. They're pushing in the mid lane and the top lane.
Plays really well, can use the traps to do some damage through it. Could just use another hero to do damage, as we do see the Slark here.
He's all alone, but he does have his ulti and the Aegis. He had popped the Death Shroud as well. The Seeker is in so much trouble. He's actually dying. Okay, still alive. We'll be fine. The Death Shroud now protecting the Slark. He's getting back up to full. They turn around. They finish off the Shadow Demon. That's a nice hero to bring
Oh,
down
the
the line.
damage.
Getting
Snapfire.
low, but he will live. The damage from the Snapfire, it is quite high, but he eats the tree, so he will be living through it. And now with all the stacks, the Slark is connected onto the Seeker. He has just put all of his teammates in the grave. You are a race car, but your teammates are just not as fast. Exactly, he turns around and starts shooting down this Timber Saw, whose Chakram lives longer than he does to finish off the kill and kill his own assailant. As in your dream, at least he's pushing out the way. Little bit about guns that the Snapfire does have, but they aren't dealing with it too well. Yowie gets caught.
Find TA!
Oh, that was such a beautiful find from 11. He knew he was in the vicinity. Now he's just standing his ground there waiting. Maybe there's a 4-staff. Maybe you can save me somehow, but with the demonic purge on him, the supports don't even try.
This is not going to be easy as they try to push this line away. The mana is the necessary resource here for this Lark.
He's still jumping forward, yeah, but as you mentioned, he doesn't have that much mana. They will be jumping in onto the line. They're very annoyed by him, and he doesn't have a buyback. They want to end the game right now. So you definitely jinxed it here, Bowie, because we might not see that level 25 ace a little bit too deep. He will be dropped down there to the Chakram pullback. 11 went too deep there, and he will be eating a cookie, but that's going to be the last meal. The blood mist, it's all over, but not the kind of blood that you wanted, because I jump in from the Stark, and now he's just going to be murdering everybody. Pushing him away with the Psychic Headband won't change the fact that you're surrounded by enemy heroes and that your base is in shambles.
Looks, he just died a little bit too much. He didn't hit the timings as fast as possible, and it's struggling. The Timber is 25. He's very scared of the double chakra, but I don't think it's going to be enough to break there.
He's going forward. He actually wants to fight. Let's go deep, and he does have a money for buyback, so even if he dies, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. He'll go to the side. The Timber is still alive. Lion does come over, but Lion goes back to the base. I went to hell and back to hell and back, and now he's gonna be going there again for at least 50 seconds, and the Slark needs to jump away, heal himself up. They have to establish something around the map before the Roche, because if they're stuck in their base, how are they gonna fight? They found the Slark. Slark got hexed up. The disruption, now he can ulti. The thing is though, can you kill him inside of it? He has the BKB, he doesn't really care. Now he's gonna be moving with the Rupture expiring, and the Slark will be fine. He's gonna be living through it all. No, he won't! He actually thought he was stronger, and there's the grab ally, saving the Seeker from the little Shredder, but it's not going to be saving him from all the rest of the damages. 11 is going for more heroes.
Now.
He doesn't have anything to stop them, and there's the real carry. Sanctity, he's not level 25 just yet, but he's murdering people.
Suck that, Lion, says the grandma. As that, oh my god, this is insane. They did buy back this Slark though, so you gotta be a little careful, as 11 was not. So he's just gonna die.
Oh, going up the hill, not something that you want to do. He does have a BKB there on the Timber Saw.
The worst nightmare. Army Geniuses, they can't catch a break for the last 20 minutes, and now they find two supports just hanging around with no buyback here.
The Tombstone will be there protecting the Lion, and he will be able to blink away.
Oh, no detection.
Slark needs to run away. He's ruptured, but they do not see him anyways. Sanctity comes over. There's the real damage dealer. Is this how you kill people? Yep, that's about it, Sanctity.
Oh, side of ice. That's from the Timbersaw.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because Sanctity is just holding the line here. Nobody can go through him, and the Seeker has the TP away. He will be successful there barely. That's 3 heroes dead from Army Geniuses.
I really feel like the Slark is not the carry anymore, as weird usage of the pounce there.
Oh, the Hurricane Pike actually does a solid amount of damage to us.
Lift in return, line up in 3 seconds. Oh, they had detection. Ooh.
Man, again, beautiful plays there from Yowie, but it's not enough. And the Wild Beast goes forward. He will be nullified as the Lotus Soul to protect him. He'll be fine. God. Okay, that's just not fair. And why? Why doesn't he have another round? You know why? Because he doesn't need it. 1 is just enough. BB comes over. He's going to be rooted. Pops the BKB. He goes to the side. He's fighting against all of them. The Cookie Stun, of course, won't be doing anything to the BKB. He's got Pounce, and now the BKB